So raise your hand if you use, in the last week for work, Claude, Perplexity, ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, right? Okay, for work. Keep your hands up or raise them if you've used it for personal use. You know, picking out a recipe, grocery shopping, how to fix your car, maybe asking the questions to AI that you don't want to write into Google. Yeah, okay. So you can see we're all using it, right? So how many of our target customers and clients are also using it in the same way? And what has changed recently is that we are no longer in a Google search world. We're in a search everywhere optimization world. And as marketers, we need to figure out how to get our products, our brand, and our service out there so that the AI tools can recommend us. Because the businesses that win aren't just ranking on Google. They're building their visibility consistently across a variety of channels so that they're building trust in a way that the AI tools can understand and recommend you. So I want to talk about the evolution of search and the evolution of visibility online. You know, I like to say now it was like traditional SEO. And how many of you are familiar with the phrase SEO? Okay, perfect, thank you. So that's search engine optimization. And this is what we've been looking at for the last 15, 20 years. You know, you build a website, you put some keywords on it, put some content on it, it ranks in Google, your clients might find you. Well, things have changed. We are no longer in the world where someone is typing a keyword and showing up like a bunch of blue links underneath in Google and then making a business decision. Instead, we're talking about other things, AEI, GEO, so these are answer engine optimization. Generative engine optimization. For those of you in the room, like, doesn't even make a difference what they mean. There's such a, like a nuance to it. What it does mean is that we need to prepare our content on our websites, on our social channels, basically everywhere that people are searching for information in a way that the AI tools are able to find us. And that's why we're using the phrase search everywhere optimization. There's a marketing guy named Neil Patel. I don't know if anyone's ever followed him. I kind of like to think of him as like the grandfather of SEO, although I don't think he's even old enough to be a grandfather. I've been following him for well over 15 years. And he's been kind of at the forefront of a lot of the big thought on SEO and digital marketing. And I did a webinar of his recently where he used this phrase, search everywhere optimization. And it really made me think, and I have sort of owned it. So I always want to give credit where credit's due. It came from Neil Patel. I'm not the genius who came up with this idea. But I do think it's important to talk about how we're framing content in a way that's just different than what it was just even 6, 9, 12 months ago. And when we're talking about search everywhere optimization, we're talking about LLM visibility. So LLM is the large language models. That's the ChatGPT, the Gemini, Claude, Perplexity. And it used to be, 12 months ago, that these LLMs were just pulling from a concrete data set that was fed to them. Now they're able to crawl. They're able to crawl social channels. They're able to crawl websites in real time in a way that we weren't seeing that just even a year ago. And so for me, it doesn't make a difference if you want to call it AEO or GEO or AI SEO. I kind of use the word LLM visibility because to me, that's the online visibility that you're going to get by showing up in those search results in ChatGPT, Gemini, and the rest.